Hi all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be discussing on how I was able to triple my salary just by redesigning my resume. In this video, I'll be sharing some tips and tricks on building a modern and professional resume that is for sure going to catch the eyes of the recruiters and increase the chances of you getting hired. So let's get started. Firstly, before jumping into the process of writing a resume, there are certain things that I would like for you guys to understand about the basics of writing a resume. So there are certain sections that you definitely need to include in your resume. Those are in the order. First, your name and contact information. Followed by that would be a brief summary statement about who you are, what you like, and what you would like to be. And followed by that will be your strengths. This may include your skills, your work experience, your educational qualification. And followed by that will be the achievements. And followed by that maybe your awards or your hobbies. Once you have identified your strengths, you need to be able to alter the order of these based on the job that you're applying for. So once your strengths, that is your skills, work experience or educational qualification is identified and you are going to populate it into your resume, always be sure that you are putting it based on the job that you're applying for. The most important point is to customize your resume. Always customize your resume based on the job that you're applying for. You may have 10 skills, but not all those 10 skills are going to match the job that you're applying for. So what I always do with my personal or the resume that I help others build is that I give them a customizable template. So every time you apply for a job, you have to be able to customize the resume based on the job that you're applying for. For instance, you're applying for a Java developer's role, but you also have the skill set of Python, JavaScript, React, Vue, all that. But this is a role for Java developer. So what you have to do is, even though your current resume has Python and JS on top, you have to push Java to the top. Why? Because the current job opening that you're applying for is that of a Java developer. And say for instance, tomorrow you're getting another opening for a Python developer. In that case, what you should be doing, you should push Java behind and populate Python on top. So this is just an example, but similarly, you may have to alter your work experience and educational qualification as well, so that recruiters think that you are the best candidate for that job opening that they have. Now, once you have identified your strengths, once you have built a custom template, the next would be on choosing what to mention and how to mention in your resume. So I personally suggest that you put down all the points as bullet points and not as paragraphs. Be it your skills, be it your work experience or educational qualification, always have them as bullet points and not as paragraphs. And specifically bullet points and not as 1, 2, 3 or ABC. Why? Because 1, 2, 3 and ABC tend to give the impression that the ones that you have mentioned on top. When you have mentioned Java as the top one skill or the number one skill that you have, people tend to think the ones that you have mentioned after that are the ones that you are less skilled at. So never do that in your resume. Always try to use bullet points or stars or arrow marks, whichever symbol that you think is aesthetically pleasing for your resume. But never go for 1, 2, 3 or ABC while listing down your work experience or listing down your skills or strengths for that matter. Everything should be felt as equally weighted so that they know that this person is skilled widely in all these areas. Now it is time for us to design the resume. So while designing the resume, there are 3 things that you need to keep in mind: the format, the color, and the order. Now let's come to the colors. So what kind of colors can you use on your resume? So it is no more the era where you only have to use black and white. You can choose from a wide variety of professional colors. So when I say professional colors, gray, blue, brown, all these fall into professional colors. Do not use vibrant colors like red, green, yellow, all that, because that tend to make your resume look very less professional and more playful. So once you have selected the color that you want to use for your resume, it is time to choose a format. So these days it is best to choose something that is minimal, clean and easy to read resume, rather than having 2 and 3 pages of paragraphs and paragraphs of information about yourself. Always keep it to the point and keep it minimal, clean and aesthetic. Make sure to include enough spaces so that it is easy for the recruiter to read each word from your resume. Also make sure that you use bullet points to break down the text even if those are going to be consecutive. I am currently displaying some resume templates where I have put all the strengths, the skills, the qualifications all in bullet points. Can you see how neat it is? So when the resume is neat and clean, it is easier for people to scan the resume, because it is not hours that the recruiter is going to spend on your resume, rather it is going to be a minute or two. So within those 2 minutes, the recruiter's eye should locate the skills they are looking for in a candidate for that particular job opening. So that is essentially why I said make a template for your resume that is easily customizable. I hope these tips and tricks were helpful for you as well to design your custom resume. If you have any doubts or help in creating one such resume template for yourself, feel free to comment down below, and do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel to stay tuned to all the career related help and advice that are to come in this channel. And do comment down below your email ID, or you can request for the template, and I will definitely share that template with you, which you can edit for yourself according to your needs. Thank you so much for tuning in today. All the best.